Okay, hi, welcome to my channel. God, today's Sunday, July 6th, I believe. It's 9:24 at night. I don't work tonight. That job ended. The medication is no longer, but I have been pretty much not doing what I need to do. I'm looking for my purse. I got it. And now my shoes. I'm gonna put them on. It's 9:20, so more like 9:05 because my times I adjust my time for my because I need to. I'm always late to everything. So I make it, what do I make it? Early, I guess. So if it's 9:15 on my time, I don't know how. Well, damn it, what would it be? I don't even know how I do it. So if my clock says 9 o'clock, it's really 8:45. So if I were going to be 15 minutes late, I'd be on time. But I don't know. Sometimes the phone just sets itself and puts it back on the regular time. So I don't always rely on that. So, but I'm going to go to probably, God, what store do I go to? I don't know if Target sells bug spray because I do have a bug infestation problem here. I did spray, went through one round of like the bug spray with the plastic big ones, whatever they're called. So I'm going to get another round. And damn, you think that would annihilate those suckers. But I'm very tired. I had a very strong puff, which it's actually very relaxing. I felt very relaxed. But I snapped today with Arthur. I have agoraphobia, and having this being the first time that I've been alone, my agoraphobia was severe where I've been living in a car for a couple of years, not being able to be in my house for long periods of time due to, I'm guessing, due to trauma experienced here. I'm not quite sure. So my daughter was living here. I'm getting evicted. My daughter is terrified through to our past trauma to where she thinks that the police could arrest her, they could take her baby, and no matter explaining how much the eviction process, it's a court order. It's not just someone buys your house and kicks you out, especially long-term tenants like us. That's actually a self-eviction. That's against the law what they did to us. But we got the 60-day notice, and now I was served the eviction papers. 10 days to respond. I mistakenly thought we were served on the 25th. With my agoraphobia, I have ADHD too, and my concept of time sucks. I don't watch TV. I don't watch news. I'm isolated and pretty much alone. So time can evade me. And I thought mistakenly that my daughter left here. She left the day after we were served. And I thought it was the 25th. And when I look back at pictures of when I was with my granddaughter, it was the 22nd. 10 days to respond. If I don't respond in time, it forfeits the eviction. So it's very serious. I haven't looked at, it's so easy to look at the map or count, but I can't face that because this is my house. And my parents sold my house from underneath me, basically in retaliation of confronting my dad of sexually abusing me for years when I was young. This was as a result of repressed memories that hit me hard a day after my son died in 2021. He died a day after Easter. And that was April 5th, 2021. I called my dad and pretty much said that, you motherfucker. My dad set me up to where my son lost his life. With all the abuse, and he taught me at a very young age how to accept the unacceptable, how to keep secrets and hide abuse and protect the abuser, and not seek help, to stay quiet, keep secrets, not question, not get help, keep it to myself. And as a father that's supposed to love and protect you, it was a great violation to my psyche, to me personally. And made me the perfect victim. I'm naturally an empathetic and highly sensitive person. I don't have an ability to hate. And I always see the good in people. So in 1997, December 6th, I married a murderer, convicted murderer, straight out of prison. He was released on some technicality. And I've always been like childlike in a sense. Innocence, definitely. Not innocent, just, that innocence, naive. And just seeing the good in people. I married a murderer who, the definition of a narcissist, the gaslighting, the mirroring me. And at that time, I did not know that I had an abusive childhood. I thought I had a normal, happy childhood. The fact that I didn't remember a childhood gave me the illusion of a normal childhood. And, as a child, the amount of neglect, the abuse endured, I didn't have nothing to go off of. I never spoke of it. And I never processed it. I never worked it out. I never knew as a kid. How can a kid even understand such things? Maybe that's what blessed me with the childhood. Now when I think of it, I was married for 22 years. Severe domestic violence. And again, I didn't even know it was abuse. Well, of course, like when my face was beaten in and rearranged, that incident was abuse. He fucked my brain. It was coercive control. I've been divorced though, thank God. But whoa, has the abuse, it hasn't stopped. And my choice in men before and after hasn't been as severe, but they weren't healthy. I would say I don't know love, ever experienced it. Unconditional love. Well, for my dog, she loved me when I didn't deserve it. But through her, I know what love is. It's like she sacrificed her life to teach me. And now I'm just alone. And I have agoraphobia now and CPTSD. That's from ongoing terrorizing just to hurt and control me and my kids. Just so like when it was my ex-husband for 22 years, just so he can feel that he's right. If anyone had an opinion that wasn't his, there was a price to pay. Now, isn't that so childish? And sometimes, a lot of times, it just doesn't come natural to say what I don't mean. Well, I blame my dad for my son's death, because what he took from me and not teaching me about life and people and relationships and pride and self-love and self-respect. He left me so naive, so helpless, so vulnerable to marry a murderer, to even speak with a convicted murderer, associate and fall in love. Before, after, and during. They knew what he was. I found out the hard way. So after calling my dad, called my mom, and told her about my repressed memories, very upset. And I spoke to my dad, and he was my best friend. And I told her that I told my dad he's dead to me. He's dead to me, and I will never speak to again. And that was, my son passed away on the 5th of April, and so that was the 6th of April. After going to my mom for comfort and, just to share with her my experience. And, it's your mom. You go for advice, for encouragement, strength. My mom, in a very angry voice, disgusted voice, she said, "Get over it. That happened a long time ago. Just forget about it. Get over it." And my world just came crashing down. This is the day after my son died, and having these memories come very vividly and so disgusting. I was a little baby girl, and it was for years. And my son, God, my son was, he's a good boy. My mom has always been not the most caring and loving mother. We're Apache Indian. My mom's a full-blood. And she was a product of the boarding schools, the United States government stealing Indian kids. Our family, we're like 8 generations of having our children taken from us. So, and my mom's an alcoholic. When I was growing up, now she's older, so her body can't take it. Oh, I better start going to the store. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the store right now. But I told my mom what I told my dad. She knew about it the whole time. My parents are divorced. They've been divorced since 1982. They live in different cities. They're not, they're not friends, but they're not enemies. They'll run into it. I don't know. They're civil. But the common denominator was the kids and the grandkids. But, I'm in California, they're in Arizona. Okay, there's my key. That's my light. I need to get soda. Mostly soda and the bug spray and maybe food. I don't have food. Well, I kept that secret. And not that, I kept that. The rat, I don't know what I'd call it. At the worst possible time in my life, though. Grieving the loss of your son. And that was amplified too. Because at the time of my son's death, I was already actively being alienated from my children by the murderer I was divorcing, and whom I've had police escorted out of my house. That was in 2019. Wait, no, okay. I can't even think now. Had him left 2019. we were still divorcing in 21. Oh my God, my car. Oh my gosh, my water has been turned off. My electricity was, but it got turned back on. I don't even think I'm gonna make this on time. I gotta maybe let you go and find out the real time. See if I'm even wasting time. Oh, I spilled card when I picked some up yesterday. Oh darn it! I hate to end this because I can't edit things back. It doesn't. My Google thing doesn't put it all in one picture, but I do gotta go. Well, just watch my channel. I'm sure this isn't the only time I'm going to talk about it. One of these days, though. I will meet someone who loves me for me. And doesn't fucking betray me. Come on, Raggy, let's go. Let's go. Now. I gotta go get food. Come on, get in. That's my baby, though. He for sure. He's loyal. Come on. Look at that face. Oh! Come on, get your butt in here. Oh my God. Get your tail in here. I'm gonna want to close on your tail. Oh! Move your tail. Move your tail. Move your tail, damn it. Get your tail inside. I'm gonna cut it on your tail. Look at Ragnar. Thank you. It's all muggy in here. I'm just so today, yeah, a lot of my day was wasted in anger because my work is fucking off one of their patients whom that's where my job ended. And then I just got enraged for him, like going against people I know that I'm close with, you know, that fuck me around. And they're living large, and, you know, people like me and this patient, you know, we're getting the short end of the stick. But his situation is serious. It needs to be addressed, and I just went out and just demanded that that they take him seriously, or I will make their lives a living hell. And I will fight to the death for him. Because he's a forgettable victim. Not that he's a victim. Oh my God, I can't see. Not that he's necessarily a victim right now. But if he's not properly taken care of promptly, he will be. And that could easily, possibly happen. But I don't want to say too much about that. Because I could be just, it could just be wrong about it. But the chances that I'm wrong, or the chances I even feel a certain way, are earned, definitely. I don't just accuse people of anything. I don't. And especially people that I'm close with. But prior actions, you know, it warrants my concerns. And that's why, you know, being nice about it, like how I normally am, it's not going to cut it. And then that just infuriated me because my boyfriend of the past 5 years, although we haven't been together, but he comes over every weekend, and he's my only friend, so maybe he's used to me. I don't really know. That's a hard one. I never felt loved by him in 5 years, but he's been my only friend in 5 years. So my relationship to him was it was valuable to my mental health, maybe. But then it's a weird one, because he was my only friend because he was my only friend. Which means even if we were just friends, I'm the kind that I don't cheat, and I'm not like a two-timer. And if he's around, even though we're not a couple, you know, we still have just the couple. He comes every weekend. You know, we'll sleep in the same bed sometimes, but there's no romance whatsoever, no touching whatsoever. I've felt violated from him and betrayed from him or my body rejects him. So none of that romantic stuff, but you know, we're there for each other. He and I have a lot in common when it comes to our I took a check, what do you call it, a vacation from life and my responsibilities. I don't know when a mental breakdown, but I think it'd be a fair assessment to say a mental breakdown or mental breaking down. A lot of it because of that ex-convict. He was a two-striker. So not only did he murder someone while married to him, he was a big-time drug dealer. And finally, you know, he got himself arrested because he did have ties to the gang ties, very serious gang ties, both in and out of prison. And I had a daughter when I met him, this 8-year-old beautiful baby girl, whom that horrible decision of mine, you know, traumatized her life, and the 4 children I had after her with the murderer. His abuse was so fucking sadistic. It was definitely financial abuse. Emotional, mental, psychological, spiritual, physical. Major physical. And then I was pregnant for a lot of, you know, the first part. And I instantly I don't know how quickly he got me pregnant. Just like my mom. My mom had 5 kids in 6 years. Mine, there was a span though. When I met him, I was instantly pregnant. Then I had another baby. 3 babies. So maybe, wait, the first one? Okay, I had my first one, then I think it was 1.5 years, then the second one. And then a year, the third one. Then it took a while. The third one I had, and let me do it. My first one was 89. My second baby was 98. That's with the murderer. And 98. Then I had another son. That was a son. And then I had another son in 2000. Then a daughter in 2001. And then my last little girl in 2009, which the psychopath took her. I was falsely arrested. CPS case open. He got temporary custody over her when I called the police from a restraining order. He's breaking a restraining order, trying to kidnap my baby girl. She was 10. And that ended me with getting arrested for false allegation. I was traumatized. That police did not like women. No, he didn't. But I'm gonna go to the store. I'm actually tired of hearing my story, and I'm getting evicted now, and it falls into that eviction. So I think I better save my energy for that, which I have to make a case tonight without the help of a loser boyfriend whom I finally stuck up to today. So I guess I'm exhausted. I'm telling people off, hitting him with the law, just to demand help that he promised me. And I'm pissed off at myself. So I finally stood up for what I should have never accepted. Too bad self-dignity doesn't give you strength. Oh, it's far though. But thank you. Oh. They're closed. Well, he's gonna get soda.